Hey guys, we always love to hear from you at the Problematic Podcast. So if you've got a funny story or a problematic person in your life, feel free to email us at theproblematicpod@gmail.com, or now you can text us at 412-204-6943. We love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like and subscribe on YouTube. Let's get into today's show. Going. And we're back. Welcome everybody back to the Problematic Podcast. Hey, Whitney. How are you, Whit?
How are you? I like the shirt you have on.
Thank you. Five Below. The goal was to paint on it and put somebody's face on it. I think Ketanji's gonna go here now because I'm inspired. We'll get into why a little later into the pod, but I got this idea in my head where I'm going to paint on my sweatshirts. So we'll see how it turns out. We'll see.
I like it. Okay, I'm excited.
I am excited. I'm happy to see you. How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. Just excited about recent developments.
Okay, well,
in the political sphere, watching the things that happen.
We are going to get to it. Let's start.
We didn't finish talking about you. How you're doing?
I'm good. Weekend was good. No complaints. I feel rested. I got to sleep in today.
Yes, glory.
All good. Palm Sunday was wonderful. I got no complaints.
Did you have brunch? I know you gays like the brunch.
No, actually I didn't.
Oh no,
but I brunched like 3 times last weekend.
So jealous.
Yeah, it's okay. I will be brunching and partying next weekend. So,
as you should be.
Celebrating Easter the right way, the good old fashioned Negro way. So
yes, absolutely. With food that induces sleep.
There we go. Lots of naps. I am a fan of naps. So it's going to be a good nap. It's going to be a good week for those who are commuting, working, cleaning. Welcome. We're going to get right into the shenanigans. What have you been listening to?
So, I went back to my little connect, the record shop I told you about. And I found an anthology of Smokey Robinson.
Shut up.
It's like a full anthology. It's amazing. And did I tell you I found Marvin Gaye live in London?
You did.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I've been obsessed. And now Emmy knows the song. So as soon as she hears that first boom, bum, bum, bum,
she gets excited.
Doom, doom, doom. She starts clapping them little chubby hands. It's the cutest thing. She's gonna be an old person. We're already training her to be an old Black Baptist woman. She has her tambourine. She listens to Marvin Gaye.
Who got that baby a tambourine? What is happening in the world?
Oh, the saved aunts and uncles.
I figured, yeah.
You know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So that's all I've been listening to. Is just a bunch of old music. What else did he throw in? He threw in another record, but I forget the lady's name. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at it right now and I can't read it. Oh my gosh. It's Candy Stanton.
Okay.
Young Hearts.
Oh,
free. Yeah.
We got to sing them with this week. I'm here for it.
Randomly singing. That's because my child demands it. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, demands, I have to entertain, I have to educate, I have to care for this tiny CEO who lives in my house. And so if she hears
music
any
for
song,
the office manager.
Yes. If she hears any song, she suddenly whips that little head to look at me like, you gonna sing it? And I'm like,
now,
all right. I might know the words.
Get it popping with these vocals, ma'am. You know how this goes. This is not a game. This is not a drill.
So
I hear the notes.
I sing what she tells me to. I'm like, all right, ma'am. All right. How about you? What you been listening to?
All right. So I was all over the place over the weekend, but Vince Staples released a new project, a new album called Ramona Park Broke My Heart. I did listen to it. Is it my favorite Vince Staples piece? No, it's not. But I do like it. I will say it's very his alley. Somebody said one time that Vince Staples is like a festival hip-hop artist. You're never going to hear him on the radio. But if you're weird, wear natural deodorant, and love festivals, you're going to love Vince Staples. And that's not exactly wrong. But I will say there's 2 songs on there that stood out to me: DJ Quick and Magic. And Magic is featuring the artist or the producer formerly known as DJ Mustard. It's overall a good album. Vince is doing what he does best, which is rapping. He's not one of those melodic, I gotta sing, I gotta use auto-tune. He's a rapper's rapper. It's a very West Coast album, which is why I like Vince Staples, because I am a huge West Coast rap fan for somebody who grew up on the East Coast. So if you're looking for something to listen to, something to drive into work to, besides the Problematic Podcast, highly recommend Vince Staples. Ramona Park Broke My Heart. It's not a bad project. I think it's more so a project for purists. If you're into, like this new, my dog is barking. Lord, this he never barks.
So why did I look around like, whoa? Was that my dog? I don't have a dog, guys. I have no dog.
But if you're a person who values hip hop for lyricism, then Vince Staples is somebody you should be listening to. If you're more so on the trendy end of the melodic R&B, singy, rappy, that this isn't the project for you. But on top of that, in addition to that, I've been listening to a lot of jazz lately. So Mark Rapp, Cissy Strut, one of my favorite jazz songs. Cissy spelled Cissy. He's a jazz trumpeter. I'm really, really big on jazz musicianship. So if you're looking for some new jazz music, highly recommend Mark Rapp, Cissy Strut, jazz trumpeter. We're talking jazz musicianship. I think you guys will like him, so check him out. That's what I've been listening to.
Sounds great. Pun intended.
I can't. We're going to get into, so we're going to do some quick news coverage before we get into our problematic people of the week and start off ranting. So I'm sure you guys are all very, very exhausted with this Will Smith narrative. But we are going to circle back just quickly, because over the weekend there was the new development. We all learned after he resigned from the Academy banned Will Smith from attending the Oscars for 10 years, a decade. I will be damn near in my mid-40s, probably with a 3rd or 4th grader by the time. Why are you wearing a Ravens sweatshirt? What's going on over there?
Oh my.
Oh, I remember your cousin plays for the Ravens. Yeah.
Yes. Shout out to Chuck Clark.
What is
Chuck
happening?
Clark.
Sorry,
yes.
I got distracted.
Number 36. Yes. Shout out to Chuck Clark. Continue. We're mad at white people.
So, yeah, Will Smith has been banned from attending the Oscars for 10 years. Will Smith came out and said he respected and accepted the punishment that has been levied by the Academy. So I threw this in the show notes because I've seen the things that Whitney has tweeted and shared throughout the week. If you guys don't follow the Reclaim on Twitter, and you need to, absolutely need to listen to the Reclaim podcast as well.
You don't need that type of
Make sure you go do that. But I saw a lot coming from Whitney over the weekend. Would you like to share your opinions on what's happening with our dear Willard from West Philly?
Oh, Willard Carroll.
A hell of a name, man.
I know. I was like, that sounds
name.
Like, you know,
it could be presidential if he wasn't slapping people.
Willard Carroll?
Yeah.
President Willard Carroll Smith? Yeah. President Smith?
Yeah. They'd call him Bill Smith. It happened. You know, presidents always have like weird middle names. Like Biden's middle name is Robinette.
Yeah. Why is that? Why do they always have weird middle names?
I do not know, but it's right
is that
up
like
the
thing to do when you want your kid to have
when you want your kid to be president? Yes, you got to give him a middle name like Fitzgerald or Robinette.
Listen, I was like Robinette.
Clementine.
I've never heard that name before, like Robinette.
Yeah.
About Willard Carroll Smith, I've had some thoughts.
Okay.
People act like Will Smith, was planning to kidnap a sitting governor, or mobbed a capital, or threatened schools for wearing masks, or actively fought against, to take people's voting rights away. People were acting like Will Smith smacked them. People act like Will Smith broke a champagne bottle and shanked
upside a child's head, upside a baby's head, right around
Betty White. Betty White, apparently. White. No, you saw. I told you about that.
Yes,
that weird ass tweet.
He could have killed him.
I'm still really mad at people. So I say all that to say that this is egregious. This is way too much. To be fair, when you look at what he's actually going to be missing out on, he's missing out on the ceremonies and the parties and stuff like that.
Right.
But he's still going to get invited to his movie friends parties and things like that. Exactly. And he's missing out on, like, when it comes time to vote as a voting member of the Academy, he's not going to get the screeners. Yeah, but he knows the people who probably are having the screeners, and so they'll probably send them.
He's still going to see the movies before us if he has that. If they're coming out beforehand, he's still going to see the movies before us. He just can't. So from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, and then I'll give my view on what I think of the sentence. He's still eligible for nomination. The sentence. He was sentenced.
Going to jail.
He was sentenced. He's still eligible to be nominated for an Academy Award. Mm-hmm. He's still eligible to win and receive his award. Mm-hmm. He simply cannot attend, and he cannot vote. So as a member of the Academy, he has voting rights in certain categories. And again, those people occasionally get to screen the films early, depending on where they fall. They get like their own private viewing, and then they vote for the winners. That's how the Academy works. That's who determines who actually wins the awards. So he did have voting powers, and now he does not.
No, he does not.
But he can still win awards. Now, here's the thing, and I don't know how true this. Well, and I don't know how true this is, because it's kind of, I mean, I know Google is a thing, but I can't verify these things. So he had an upcoming deal with Netflix, and apparently that's on the stall.
I heard that.
I've also seen that Bad Boys 4. Are we on 4? We're on 4.
Are we doing a fourth one?
Yeah. So when they greenlit the third one, they greenlit 3 and 4. Sort of like what they did with Fast and Furious, where it was like they would approve them in batches because they did well. So there was supposed to be a Bad Boys 4, but it looks like that's not going to happen now because of, I guess.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh no.
So
all right. Here's how I feel about that. So it's going to be a few months. They're going to push it back.
Right.
And then after they push it back, they'll announce it. Y'all will have forgotten. All right. So the other day, I'm sorry, I got discombobulated. The other day I saw on my Twitter feed NASCAR, people encouraging these 2 people in NASCAR to fight.
Right.
They were throwing punches.
Right.
There was no one saying, "Oh, the calamity. Oh, I'm traumatized. He could have killed him." These people were piling onto each other on a racetrack where people drive cars.
Right. Yeah. Because, we get to pick and choose who we hate and what's bad behavior. Because if it happens at the Oscars, then there's a 10-year ban. If it happens at NASCAR, if it happens in the parking lot of an NBA game, then it's okay. If basketball players get into a scuffle, it's all right. They may get suspended or fined, but it's not 10 years. They still get to play basketball. But yeah,
10 damn years.
So I'll be honest, and I know 10 years is a long time. when I first heard the news, I was
my kid will be 11.
Right. Just damn near grown. Might as well be out here voting. But I will say this, my view is a little different from everyone else's in the sense that when I first heard it, I was like, damn, that's harsh. 10 years, that's a very long time. I would be a completely different person in 10 years. But also, once I found out that he could still win, I was like, okay. And a comedian, one who I can't readily call. I think it might have been David Spade. I think, don't quote me on that. But one of the comedians came out and said, is this really a punishment? He can still be in movies. He can still be nominated and still win. He just gets to skip out on a 4-hour-long show. And I was like, is this really an L? Or is it not really an L? But
when you put it like that,
I'm just saying. I wouldn't be mad. Now, what does frustrate me, and I think we're on the same page with this, it's how the rules are different for everyone who does something bad. Like, there are people who shouldn't even be allowed out in public at Academy events, and nobody's discussing taking their awards away. No one's discussing kicking them out of the Academy or suspending them for life. Like, Kevin Spacey can come to the Oscars if he wants.
Why is he allowed to come to the Oscars?
So
why is he allowed?
So as far as the punishment, did I think it was harsh at first? I was like, damn, 10 years is a long time. But at the same time, the only thing that he's missing in those 10 years is casting votes, which I'm sure might actually be work, because you got to sit down and watch movies that you don't always care about. One. And two, a 4-hour award show on I'm just saying,
a bunch of people that I might not know or might not like, and apparently in this case,
where they crack tacky jokes anyway.
I got to get a stylist. I got to get dressed up to go to this thing that, people act like Black people should be groveling and grateful to go to. Nah.
So when it was put like that, I was like, you know what? Would I be mad if I had to skip a 4-hour ceremony for the next 10 years? Probably not, especially when I can still acquire the accolades. Now, I know for the next 2 years, we probably won't see Willard in a lot of things. And you know what?
I wouldn't even say 2.
Yeah, right. Because I don't think they're going to postpone Bad Boys, but for so long.
Because Will Smith is still a moneymaker. And here's how I can prove it. His book shot to the top. To the top.
Okay. So, yeah, as far as...
I think Chris Rock's comedy special also is like doing something like doing some big numbers too.
His ticket sales have gone through the roof, and Willard's book sales have gone up. So, I mean, who really lost here? I'm just saying.
Apparently, the Academy Awards, because
that's what it sounds like. Because now y'all
have no reason. Y'all just reducing reasons for me to watch stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just not. Again, and with the way the news cycle works, like, granted, we're pushing 3 weeks and we're still talking about this because it keeps coming out in tidbits, like they just decided what they're going to do. But this time next month, no one's going to care, because that's how quickly the news cycle works. So
yeah, and there'll be some other bullshit we'll be all talking about
and we'll be outraged about, and then we'll move on.
Like, just being transparent, I was not outraged about the slap. Like, yeah, I was disappointed. I'm like, oh yeah, that's not the way that you conduct yourself. But also, I understand. I understand why you did it. I can totally understand why you did it. I'm still waiting for Chris Rock to apologize to Jada.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
I didn't think so. About that. Not, especially after his brother called Jada a bitch. Like, for what? All she did was sit there. All she was doing was sitting there, and it seems like, oh, we're not onto the problematic people of the week, but we will talk about that. I'm coming down the alley, but we're getting there. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed about this whole Will Smith thing, because he was the golden boy for 30 damn years. Didn't so much as have anything other than hiccup. And in the last few years, people have just pummeled him with unnecessary hate that's got to amount to like something with a person. And then watching your loved one struggle with an autoimmune disease, only to be, banned for a momentary lapse. It's not like he raped 85 people or, murdered someone and went on the run, like actual
Harvey.
people, people in the Oscars did. Roman fucking Polanski, who just got banned in 2018. He assaulted, trigger warning. Roman Polanski assaulted an underage child and won an Oscar. Like, I believe he assaulted a child in 1978, went on the run, and then won an Oscar in 2003. I don't want the Academy to pretend that they're the bastion of like the beacon of
uprightness, but at the same time, it's like
something had to be done. I get it. 10 years. No, I'd say a max of 5. It was a slap, y'all. It was a slap.
And 5 would have been like, okay, we get it. We understand.
5 would have been fine. 10
seems steep. But
it seems like let's make a example out of this black man.
Right.
That's exactly what it seems like. And I
totally agree. But my perspective has again shifted somewhat because I feel like this isn't really an L for Will.
He might be up.
I mean, he's had to deal with the days and days and days of people bringing up his family, which I'm sure sucks. And I'm sure if he had to do the moment over again, he wouldn't have done it. But as far as
maybe,
he's resigned already, so he's
already resigned. So he wasn't going to be showing up nowhere.
Okay, I mean, there are worse things. I can live with this. He's living with it, so can I.
I mean, he's still rich.
I mean, yeah.
He's still rich. He's still going to make fantastic movies. He's still going to be a phenomenal producer.
And people are still going to go see them. And Bel Air is still going to get a season 2. And we're still going to get Bad Boys 4 eventually.
Yeah, so they're going to push it back like 6 months. Everybody just chill out. They're only doing this because white people got mad.
Right.
Can we just be honest about this? 10 white people got really mad and got really aggressive on the internet for no gosh darn reason other than, this felt like the person to cancel at the moment. Meanwhile, people who were living in the moment were laughing about it and moved on.
Yeah.
Moved on. And so I don't know, like so I initially thought that the punishment was steep, but now you have taken the wind out of my sails.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No. It's funny because now what he can do, like he could throw Oscar parties at his house.
Listen, my ass would throw the biggest, bestest Oscar party for the next 10 years.
Oh my God. Could you imagine?
Oscar party.
So petty.
The Smith's house should be lit. I mean, we should just bring in guests on helicopters. You leave the red carpet,
oh my God,
leaving the Oscars, and then you just go to the Smith's house and party for 2 more days.
No. Here's the petty. We gonna invite people to come and watch the Oscars
from the Smith house.
We're gonna
have an Oscar watch party.
And you're not gonna have to worry about the white microaggressions. You're not gonna have to worry about the stupid jokes from people.
And if you want to slap somebody here, it's okay because we're not gonna tell anybody.
Safe space. Safe space. Do you know how petty that would be? Can you imagine like the number of stars who would love to do that? You could just get dressed up, or you can't. You could come.
Would you rather go to the 4-hour event, or would you rather go to the Smith's house and watch the 4-hour event? Honestly,
I'm not gonna hold you.
Honestly,
I'm gonna go to the Smith's house.
I don't want to be with the stuffy people. I really, really don't. No, thank you. Pass.
Could you imagine there be no black people?
Okay,
no black people. There might not be half of the white people.
Will
Who
Smith,
knows?
You need to throw the biggest, bestest Oscar party next year. Your after party needs to be the greatest thing ever, and you need to take lots of pictures, hire a professional film crew, and let the Oscars see that they need you. You didn't need them.
Also, not to be this person, it would be lovely to have a black film like awards show.
Yeah, I feel like
I know we do it like in conjunction with other things like music,
like
art,
and,
like stuff like that, and that's cool. But like, there's some really amazing creators out here, and like you know, you could really like plan this thing out. I don't know why my brain started to go here. I don't make films.
I
I've
think
never
you should
been
make
been
it
in films.
happen.
It's not.
You should make it happen.
It shan't. I got a
Now
lot to do. I'm throwing that idea out there for
No, you've
someone
been
else.
called. Make it
No,
happen.
no,
Be the
I'm not
change you want to
answering.
see in the world, Whitney.
No, not that's not the no. I
You
would
have
love.
to be the change you want to
I
see in the
don't
world.
have to be the
Whitney.
change for this.
Come on.
Moving on. What's the next topic, Rita?
We are moving on. So last week we called it. We said if Aunt Ketanji Brown Jackson was not confirmed, this was going to be a completely different podcast. But the Republic knew what we all desired in our hearts, and we are very, 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 very happy at the Problematic Podcast to report that future Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson was confirmed last week with a 53-47 vote. She got a vote for Mitt Romney, who did what he said. He said he was going to cast a vote. He celebrated with the Dems when it was confirmed.
Clapped. Mm-hmm.
We didn't need a tiebreaker from Kamala. It was a beautiful, beautiful moment. Chef's kiss.
We watched the first Black VP announce the confirmation of the first Black woman Supreme Court justice, and it was too much for me to bear. I was no good for the rest of the day. I couldn't work. I was like, nope, I'm gonna go hold my child.
It very much felt like one of those Black girl magic moments, and I love those Black girl magic moments. And I'm just happy that everything went the way it was supposed to, because I don't think we would have been okay if it didn't. But
there would have been some cussing.
Yeah, lots of cussing.
Lots of think pieces.
Yeah. Oh my God. If y'all
we're not on to the problematic people yet.
Y'all, some think pieces. My damn fingertips would have fell off. I would have become an op-ed writer immediately. Y'all would have got a letter a day from me.
Listen.
There would have been a whole different podcast. It'd just been me.
Different podcast.
Oh, but that's not our truth. I believe that she gets to assume her position in June. So I'm
after Justice McBride.
Justice Breyer retires.
Breyer, not McBride. McBride? Where did that come from?
It sounds good. I like it. But Justice
McBride coming.
What's Justice Breyer? Formally retires. We'll have a completely different court, and I'm looking forward to it. Wait, why did my fiance say? You know how you be driving down the street, and particularly in Philly, I'm sure this happens in other cities as well. And they used to have like the Martin Luther King beside the Black Jesus.
Don't do this, because that's on my problematic. Just on my problematic people.
I be like Black Jesus, MLK, and JFK, depending on if it was your grandma. MLK, Black Jesus, and Malcolm X, depending on what kind of uncle you had in the house. But why did this girl look me in the face and say, when are we gonna get our Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, and Ketanji Brown Jackson pictures? And I was like, you know what? I might as well just get to it.
Yes. I thought we were talking about something different. Okay.
No.
Yes, I want you to have that. But
I'm not doing it. But this
is what I'm referring to. This is what I'm referring to.
What is happening? Oh, not her and that ghetto ass mural with all the dead people looking down from heaven.
For those who need the description of what I just showed my fellow co-host and assaulted her eyeballs, someone created an image of Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson in the center, surrounded by Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Nipsey Hussle, Chadwick Boseman, Aaliyah, Kobe,
Betty
Dr.
White.
Sebi.
Why is Dr. Sebi?
Dr. Sebi, Eartha Kitt, Michael Jackson. I'm not sure who this lady is in the background. Coretta Scott King, Harriet Tubman, Thurgood Marshall. What is that? Is that Rosa Parks? Rosa Parks. RBG.
I hate y'all.
And Betty White.
I hate y'all with my whole heart. I am beside myself. Why?
Black people, can we stop doing this? Can we stop?
Please.
That was like the person who like posted when she was crying and there was a tear, and someone was like, "That's 400 years in that tear," and I was like, "Y'all
don't have to hotep everything. Y'all don't have to hotep everything at all. We are all happy. We are all proud. Hotepery is not necessary. It's not. Dead that, please. Completely uncalled for, guys.
I'm very sure that this is a joke of some sort. I'm very sure that this is a joke simply because of Betty White and RBG. But then I put it on Twitter, and somebody commented and was like, "Well, Betty White was actually really like helpful to the Black people," and then I'm like, I get that, but this is funny. This is supposed to be funny. This is a joke.
Betty White, the civil rights advocate.
Someone printed that out and hung it up.
They did, and sent it around in group chats. I didn't ask.
Now, to be fair, Betty White was down with us. Like, Betty White was cool with Black people, but this, like, Black people, we don't have to do this every time a Black person gets something done. It's to call back all the elders and the people that we loved who passed away to celebrate this moment. If anything, they're in heaven drinking their golden mimosas, enjoying the company of Jesus, and minding their own. They don't care about what's happening down here.
Right.
They don't care what's happening down here.
I gotta share this because that picture, which is probably going to be our cover art this week. You gotta send me that.
Don't you dare.
I know that needs to be our cover art. I follow this. I'm in this group. I am in this group on Facebook called Take Their Art Supplies. And it's literally pictures of art or creative things where the person's art supply should be taken. And I feel like whoever put Ketanji in that mural of all those people does not deserve to have their art supplies. Please stop showing me that. What does Nipsey Hussle and RBG being in the same mural is ridiculous. Why are Nipsey Hussle, Betty White, and Ruth
Scott King,
Bader Ginsburg, and Coretta Scott King in the same damn picture above Ketanji Brown Jackson's head? Take their art supplies. Y'all don't get no
Martin Luther King is in one corner, Coretta Scott is in another. What is happening?
I do not know, but Kobe Bryant just looking at all of it like this is
Dr. Sebi.
I'm moving.
Why is Dr. Sebi in there?
I don't. I'm not doing this. No, I don't want to do this. Y'all give me too much every week. Y'all are
doing the most.
I try to take notes to prepare myself for this podcast, and every week y'all just give me too much. It's just not enough hours in a day to tap into all of the foolishness that y'all send my way.
I'm tickled.
I'm not. I just want to cry.
I'm amused. That was funny to me when I tell you I first saw it, and I screamed because it was.
Please send me that. You have to send me that.
I knew it. I was like, you Blacks. I know you Blacks are going to do something like this. And sure enough, y'all didn't let me down.
That is in somebody's grandma's house right now. And
your best clouds. Someone's going. It's probably real. It's probably somebody probably wasn't joking. But I thought it was funny. And so did half the rest of the internet. I am texting it to you as we speak.
Thank you.
Friend.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Don't you hang this up.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow it up and definitely put it on my wall because y'all need to know.
You better not. You better not.
All right, so whoever created this image, you're definitely one of my problematic people of the week. Whitney, would you like to get into your first problematic person? Do you have more than one?
How did you know there was a list?
I just had a feeling in my soul. I had a feeling.
Okay. So I want to personally shout out one Tim Scott, Republican Tim Scott.
Here we go.
All I have to say is, wow. I hope they give you really shiny tap shoes for the tap dancing that you're doing over there. Your whole purpose is plausible deniability. That's your whole purpose. That's the only purpose that you serve. And I hope you know that when you walk into the room, they play the Uncle Ruckus theme song. That's all.
For anybody who's listening to this who has access to their phone, and I do not mean to cut you off, but I really need y'all to just.
You're fine. I was done.
Tim Scott, so his official portrait can come up and y'all can see if this ain't the cooniest official portrait. He looks like
he used to tell on the kids on the playground. I could tell.
This man looked like he shuck and jive with the best of them. But by all means,
Uncle Ruckus theme song plays when he walks in the room. You get that tuba. Boom, 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 boom.
It is something the Lord.
I'll vote against the first Black woman Supreme Court justice and then have 3 people on your side vote for her. Like, how dumb do you feel? Like, you have to feel really, really dumb.
Really, really disappointed, Mr. Scott. Really, really disappointed. Timothy Eugene Scott. Jesus.
Wow, tattle. You tattle. I could tell. We already talked about the Academy, so I don't have to dive into that. All right. So I could go 2 ways with this. Let's go for the funny one. Creepy children.
Oh, I don't know.
You're be out.
With this. Wait a minute now.
There was a thread. There was a whole thread on Twitter that I put on I had to share on my Twitter, the whole thread. Whole thing is creepy, right? So the first one that starts, it says, what is the eeriest thing that your child has ever said to you? When my daughter was around 4 or 5, she calmly insisted that she had once been married to a man named Brad Huffington. Uh-oh. When we asked what happened to him, she replied with a note of sadness, he was lost at sea.
Okay.
Update. She reminded her child, who is currently 21, and she continued. She said, yeah, Brad lost his leg while serving in the Navy prior to his demise, and they had 5 children together.
No. Girl.
The thread continues.
More?
The thread continues. Oh, it gets when I tell you it gets frightening. Oh God, I should have pulled out some of the best ones. Okay, here we go. My bestie died suddenly when I was 28. It was a complete shock, and I'm still in shock. About 6 years ago, my then 3-year-old asked me a lot of questions about what I did before he was born. In the middle of answering, he's like, yeah, I remember. We were best friends, weren't we?
What? Yeah, no. You got to put these kids up for sale. Surely somebody, no. I don't want no parts of it.
There was one. There was this really, really great one. I can't find it right now, but there was this little girl. It's in the thread. It's scary. So every morning, apparently, she would wake up and she would wave when her mom came in the room. She would say, seesaw. And so this happened for a while. So then they were looking through pictures, and she turned to a picture of her father who had passed away. Seesaw. The little girl started pointing. Seesaw. Hi, Seesaw. His name is Cecil.
I can't. No. Good night. I don't like these creepy ghost stories because, once the kid does something creepy, you got to keep the kid. That doesn't make me feel good. No, seriously. Imagine your kid comes to you and is like, "Oh my God, Mom, I see ghosts right there in that corner." You can't even put the kid out on the street. You got to keep raising and feeding the kid.
You move away from the ghost. You
move away from the kid.
I love my kid. No, because sometimes she'll be in the kitchen and she'll just be like, oh no, she'll be walking around the house like and stop and just turn and look for a second and stand really, 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 really still.
See,
girl, when I tell you, I was supposed to be working. I was supposed to be doing classwork yesterday, and I got caught on this thread, and I spent an hour.
I bet you did.
I couldn't stop myself.
I bet you did.
They get progressively worse. And it's so funny because all the this is all white people. All the Black people are just like, what the hell?
Absolutely not. Why y'all okay with this? Nope. No, ma'am.
Yeah, my problematic people of the week.
Creepy kids.
Creepy children.
Yeah, no. Not Cecil. Nope. No, thank you.
No, one warmed my heart. It was this little boy whose grandfather, he passed away maybe 20 years before he was born, so he didn't know him. And he was talking about his mom, talking to her about something. And he's like, yeah, Mom, you remember when we used to go to the river and have picnics? That was something she did with her father.
Wow.
And and she never told him that. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Like,
oh, look, your heart warmed. And I'm like, how do we
your blood went cold. You're like, you're reincarnation.
Who can I send this kid to live with until they feel better? Yeah. Yeah, that stuff like that creeps me out.
Same. I had to go in and get a hug from my husband. I said, sir, I don't know what I did for the last hour, but it was not a bit of work. So know, creepy children.
Like, stay off the internet.
Close the damn laptop. Down. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
How about you? Who do you have? Now that we went on that journey.
I came across a very fitting quote on my Sunday. I was reading an article about Mitch McConnell, and if you listened last week, you already know my attitude towards Mitch McConnell is he can kick rocks, he can smoke rocks, or he can throw rocks. I just want him to go away.
He's literally falling apart, guys. He's a reanimated corpse.
He really is. And the words that come out of his mouth feel like they're on a 2-second delay because I feel like they're coming from like a puppeteer or something. It's really creepy.
Not on a 2-second delay.
Something's wrong there. I don't know if he has a ventriloquist or what, but anyway. That's neither here nor there. Before we voted and confirmed, and I say we, the Republic, voted and confirmed. Stop laughing. It's not funny. Ooh,
I get to get myself together.
Before we voted and confirmed our next Supreme Court Justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson, he had to give his spiel in which he referred to her record as aggressive judicial activism. And the author of this particular article, because I mean, it's really not about Mitch McConnell. It's about the quote. Mitch McConnell is one of my problematic people. But the quote just summed it up so nicely. And it's an Elvis Costello quote. I don't think anybody's a huge fan of Elvis Costello if they're a huge fan of the Problematic Podcast. But the quote is, I used to be disgusted, but now I try to be amused. And I read that quote and I was like, nothing has resonated so deeply in my soul, because that really captured what I felt during those confirmations. And now it's over and like we're secure and we know she's going to be a Supreme Court justice. But anytime I have to watch anything, any kind of judicial hearing, any sort of committee hearing, it's like I try not to be. I used to be disgusted because this shit is ridiculous. Just take the last 3 years. I used to be disgusted, but now I try to be amused. I do try to be amused. I don't ever want to hear anything Mitch McConnell has to say, but every time I see his face, his skin sliding off of his skull, that's what I'm going to tell myself. I used to be disgusted with your skin falling off your very old Kentucky bones, but now I just try to be amused.
Kentucky bones. Yeah, why did that bring to mind like Kentucky Fried Chicken bones, like in a box?
I mean, because that chicken is about as real as Mitch McConnell is, if we're being honest.
No.
And if I want fried chicken, I don't want it to be made in batches by Kentucky Fried Chicken. I want actual fried chicken from, some Ice Cream. But yeah, I'm going to move on to my next problematic people. And I think this will resonate with a lot of people who understand where I'm coming from. So, 1, Kendrick Lamar, who just won a Grammy for rap performance with his cousin Baby Keem. Yay, congratulations to Kendrick Lamar. Yay. I'm going to say this to Kendrick Lamar, and I'm going to say this to Frank Ocean. If you don't fuck with us no more, just say that. Because when are y'all going to give us... When are we going to get music?
Where are y'all going?
What are y'all doing?
Why aren't y'all like us no more?
Did you retire? And if you did, just say that. Shoot us a tweet. Shoot us a text message.
Tell us something. We love you.
We can't get no singles. We can't get no onesie twosies. And yeah, I get it. You
had the audacity to show up at the Super Bowl. Why you do that?
Raggedy.
And was the best one on the Super Bowl outside of Mary, because this is a Mary J. Blige stand account.
Sir, do you rap anymore or no?
It's fine if you don't. Just tell somebody something so we can stop missing you.
Listen, every day this week, at some point, Kendrick Lamar has trended on Twitter. And none of those times was it for music. And yes, we get it. He gave us a single with his cousin. Congratulations to him and Baby Keem on their Grammys. Keem. But I feel like you shouldn't be Grammy eligible if you're just gonna abandon your fan base, i.e. me and the countless others who get online every day hoping that we got new music coming. You've given us nothing. It's been years. What is it? Pushing 5 years since the damn album. And Frank Ocean, you raggedy living your best life bastard. If you're out there and if you give a damn about any of us, give us an EP. We'll take an EP. We'll take 4 or 5 songs.
I miss my sad black like alternative music. I need a good cry in the shower.
I know. You can't convince me for 1 second that they don't know that we sitting out here begging them for new music.
Oh, they know. It's the same way Rihanna knows.
You know what? I've given up on her. When they told
She's a billionaire.
Me that young lady's net worth was over $1 billion, I said I wouldn't give you Negroes music either. Because if I give you music, you're going to want me to tour. And you know what I'm too rich to do?
And I'm having a baby.
And I don't talk to y'all. I ain't got nothing to say to y'all. I'm out here shopping at Target for baby girl clothes.
Did you see her when she picked up the coat?
I did.
I know. I was like, that's relatable. I've done that before.
You said that's relatable. I said, we ain't never getting another album. We got to learn to sit in the ante and really, really love it. Because that's it.
Yeah, you were never not music, not until she wants to. She don't have to do nothing for the rest of her life.
If a really amazing producer wants to remix all of her old stuff, that's about as close to new Rihanna music as we gonna get. Because ma'am started making panties and such and helping y'all beat y'all faces.
She just got some money from me. She literally just got some. You think I'm lying? Hold on, wait.
I believe you.
When I tell you that she
did
just got
pulling products out of everywhere, y'all.
Some money from me. Just when I tell
what is this? What is all of this? Tell me what this is.
I got a refill for her Hydrovisor, her moisturizer.
Them is big words. What is that?
Ooh. I have another problematic person of the week.
Go ahead, go for it.
It's actually an organization, and I'm upset because I usually love this organization. This organization is called Derma E. If you don't know who Derma E is, they produce phenomenal skincare, phenomenal products that I love. They send me stuff all the time. I love their stuff. I have a gripe. I have a beef. Derma E, you cannot produce something called vitamin C weightless moisturizer SPF 45 that turns brown people white. That is not okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
I put on the thinnest layer of this because I wanted to try it out. I was testing it out.
Whitney, you over here bleaching?
Nigga, no.
Oh my God. I'm about to say now, this is no shade.
No, I didn't mean turn white.
Okay.
No, you know how like you get the white cast from sunblock and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like, and the darker you are, the worse the white cast is.
Yes.
This all right. Look at me.
You're pretty light skinned. My
husband thought I was sick when I came out of the bathroom.
No,
he said,
girl.
"Are you all right? Are you feeling okay?" This happened in conjunction. This happened in conjunction when I was waiting for him. This happened in conjunction. It gets funnier. When I was waiting for him to come back because I was so terrified from the tweets I was reading about this creepy kid. So I'm literally in white cast, looking horrified, staring at my phone. He's like, "Is everything okay?"
No.
And I was like, and I told him about it. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, okay. What's going on with your face?"
Oh.
I had to use another product that I purchased, some face wipes. To remove it all. Derma E, y'all broke my heart. I don't understand everything else that I use. Like I have right now on my desk this face oil that I love.
Whitney got a desk full of products.
They send me
I don't know what none of them
are.
I have no idea what any of this stuff is.
So I'm trying to get
the last thing looks like Jello.
Oh, no, honey. It's a face oil. See? Well, I guess the color on the bottle. I see
giving me jello. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. But yeah, no. Otherwise, no, I normally love everything from Derma E. When I tell you that this broke my heart, because literally everything, their skincare, their moisturizers, they have these eye gels that I really love. They have every one of their face washes, their cleansers, their moisturizers. I love all that stuff. But when they always send it to me right when the sun's about to start coming out more often. Right mid-spring, they start sending me stuff, and they'll send me sunscreen. I still have the sunscreens they sent me last year. They sent me sunscreens till like September. And I'm like, I can't use it because
wintertime.
I'm black.
I'm in the house anyway, guys.
Well, accurate, yeah. But also, like, y'all, I can't use this. This
is hilarious.
So
I need you to know that's funny.
Apparently my problematic people of the week is very funny.
Girl, this is unique. Is unique.
When Rihanna I didn't even use foundation. She's never coming back. I didn't even use foundation. I didn't even use concealer. I bought Rihanna's foundation and Rihanna's concealer, and now I use foundation and concealer. Fluffy, it goes on your skin. It's like, but you don't even feel it. You don't even feel like you're wearing stuff, and then you want to come home and wash your face with the stuff that she's giving you. And so she made her own moisturizer with SPF. And you know what? I'm gonna try that. You know why? Because
it's Rihanna, and your last product made you look like a white woman.
I looked like not just a white woman, a sick white woman. My husband said, "Are you feeling okay?"
You don't look like yourself. Is everything okay, doll?
I started wiping, and he said, "Oh, that's so much better. Here, let me help."
Oh my God!
Baby wipe, and he helped.
No,
he just wanted his wife back.
No. What is this product called again?
Well, this one, the
failed one. Yes.
Vitamin C weightless moisturizer SPF 45.
It is who?
Derma E. Derma E. Otherwise, a lot of their products are great. I don't have any beef, but this one,
I'm
gonna have to write to them and be like, please, I am an African American person. Don't send me this.
It's giving pasty, and we did not ask for that.
I is a black woman, and then I is. And then I got her cleanser. No, don't you dare. Why am I always? No, I'm not speaking anymore. This is the last time you're going to hear Whitney on the Problematic Podcast.
No, don't do that.
No, I love y'all too much.
I is a black woman.
I is a black woman. Show is.
You is. This is no lie.
I didn't mean to derail.
No, that's fine. That is a perfect place to end because that is hilarious. Yeah. So I won't be buying any Derma E products, but I know everything else is. I can't risk it. And you picked up 9 face items, and I don't know what none of them are.
I will help you. I will help you, friend. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah,
you just come over and take some of my stuff. I have a closet full of stuff because I can't try everything all at once, and most of it's closed. So you can have some of that.
I'm here for it. I'm always here for that. I would like to thank you all for putting up with our nonsense.
Sorry,
every
y'all.
Week.
Sorry, I forgot. I was like, we're just having a phone call.
It's fine. I'm sorry, y'all. It's all good. But thank you for tuning in to the Problematic Podcast. As always, if you are a problematic person, you know a problematic person, or want to tell a problematic story and allow us to give you problematic advice or just laugh at you or your friends, by all means, feel free to send us your story to the Problematic pod@gmail.com. We always want to hear from you. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at the Problematic Pod, and find us on Twitter. Follow and subscribe on YouTube. Leave us comments. We always want to hear from you. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.